Well, I think we need people in positions of power and leadership who are very good at internal control. I think emotions are great. I experience them often intensely, but
congratulations.
Thank you. They're not always wonderful to experience, but I think it's clear that the level of autonomic arousal that's associated with emotions, either very high or very low, very happy or very sad, very anxious or very angry, clouds our judgment. It's very clear. And I think the sooner
we give them too much credence too. They're just feelings, man. Like, we don't have to allow them to overtake us and monopolize everything that we do.
They were designed to push us along certain behavioral paths, but they've grown in importance in the last few years. And we could get into a discussion about how social media marketing are designed to capture these very deep limbic aspects of ourselves, and they are. But what's amazing is and important is that everybody has a forebrain. Some people, it seems there's more developed than others, but everybody has one. And we have this capacity for what we call top-down control, which is the ability to intervene in our own feeling states and our own action states, and to set some rigor and some real clear marks that we're out to achieve. And I think it's going to start with the generation that's very plastic right now.
Yeah.
Most parents are afraid of stressing their kids because they don't want to, again, I went to a high school where kids, literally gun high school, in the last 10 years, kids have, there've been over a dozen, train track suicides. So those are kids that are committing suicide for different reasons, but a lot of them is because they just feel too much pressure. So obviously we can't pressure kids beyond their capacity to regulate. But the idea that all of our internal state should be driven by external things, that's a foolish misstep also. So I think we need to operationalize what we're going to teach the next generation. Maybe our generation isn't really rescuable, but maybe the next generation is. And if they understand that there's some concepts that sound a little mushy, like gratitude or mindfulness or these kinds of things. But as long as they understand that, for instance, gratitude, which we didn't really touch on, involves a whole other neurotransmitter reward system in the brain, the serotonin system, which buffers us against injury. It can improve wound repair. It can allow us to lean back into these high stress regimes. Learning and, kids learning how to toggle their nervous system back and forth between highly duration, path, outcome, focused states of trying to improve and learn, and then learning how to really relax and chill out and enjoy and be socially connected, because it will allow them to ratchet back in and focus with extreme depth. I think in doing that, we might not get every child to learn how to do that, but if we can distribute that information widely enough, and there's so many brilliant examples and beautiful examples, yours, David's, many others, of people that have been able to tap into those systems intuitively. If we can get that information out there, I really believe that at least a subset of those kids will grow up to be the leaders that our species really needs in order to get through this next filter. And right now we're feeling the stringency of that filter. And I think our level of autonomic dysregulation as a species, the fact that we're here right now, says, okay, here's the task. Are you guys going to figure yourselves out? You got this forebrain. My dog doesn't have the forebrain I've got. Yeah. He can't figure it out, but we can work this out. And it'll involve technologies like devices to measure how we're doing, maybe some machines to guide that. That's a different discussion, but I think it's entirely possible. And I think that's the evolutionary pressure that we're in right now.